Have you ever thought about how much can change in just 3 months? It might not seem like a lot of time, but what if I told you that in 90 days you could become better, stronger, and happier? 3 months may feel short, but with dedication, it can be the beginning of a powerful transformation. Let me take you on a journey. A story of growth, struggle, small victories, and the quiet strength that lies in every little step forward. It all started one evening when I looked in the mirror and felt stuck. I wasn't unhappy exactly, but there was a voice inside me, soft but clear, saying, "You can be more. You can do better." At first, I wasn't sure what it meant. I didn't know where to start. The idea of changing my habits, learning new skills, or improving felt overwhelming. But then I asked myself a simple question. What if I just started small? The first day was harder than I expected. I set out to wake up earlier, but my bed felt so warm and inviting. My alarm rang, and I wanted to press snooze. My mind came up with excuses. It's okay. Tomorrow is another day. But deep down, I knew that if I waited for tomorrow, I might never start. With a sigh, I pushed off the covers and got up. It was a small victory, but it felt like I had climbed a mountain. That day, I wrote down my goals. They weren't big or dramatic. They were simple, achievable things I wanted to do for the next 3 months. I wanted to read a book every week, exercise for 30 minutes a day, and spend some time learning a new language. It felt exciting to imagine the person I could become if I stuck to it. But I also knew there would be days when motivation would fade. I promised myself one thing: no matter what happened, I won't give up. The first week was a whirlwind. I learnt that starting something new feels both thrilling and awkward. My body protested the workouts. My brain struggled to focus on the foreign words I was trying to learn, and my eyes felt heavy after reading just a few pages. But I kept going, reminding myself of a small but powerful truth. Progress isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up. By the second week, I started noticing small changes. I felt a little stronger during my workouts, and the language I was learning began to make sense in tiny pieces. The books I read gave me fresh ideas and inspired me in ways I hadn't expected. But there were also challenges. Some days I felt too tired to stick to my routine. On one of those days, I sat in my room, staring at my to-do list, feeling frustrated. What is this so hard, I thought. But then a quiet realization came. It's okay to take breaks. Rest is not failure. That day, I allowed myself to breathe and start again the next morning. As the weeks turned into a month, something incredible started to happen. The things that felt hard in the beginning became habits. Waking up early didn't feel like a chore anymore. It felt like a gift of quiet time for myself. My body adjusted to the exercises, and I began to look forward to the energy they gave me. Learning a new language felt like unlocking a puzzle, and every word I understood was a small victory worth celebrating. I found joy in the process, and that joy made it easier to keep going. But life isn't always smooth, and during the second month I hit a wall. There was a week when nothing seemed to work. I felt stuck in my workouts, overwhelmed by my goals, and unsure if I was even improving. Doubt crept in, whispering, "What if all this effort isn't enough?" It was tempting to give up, to tell myself that I'd had tried and that was good enough. But then I remembered something I had read in one of my books. The only real failure is stopping. I realized that it's okay to slow down as long as I don't quit. So I decided to adjust my goals, giving myself space to breathe while still moving forward. By the third month, I began to see the results of my hard work. It wasn't just about the changes in my body or the skills I had gained. It was about the person I had become. I felt more confident, more disciplined, and more aware of my own strength. The small habits I had started with had grown into a lifestyle, and I was proud of how far I had come. One of the most surprising things was how this journey affected my mindset. I learned that improvement isn't about being the best at something. It's about being better than you were yesterday. Each step, no matter how small, adds up over time. I also discovered the importance of gratitude. Every day, I took a moment to appreciate what I had accomplished, even if it was just finishing a workout or learning a new phrase in the language I was studying. Those moments of gratitude kept me motivated and reminded me why I had started. As the 90 days came to an end, I looked back on the journey with a sense of awe. 3 months had passed, and I was a different person. Not because of some dramatic change, but because of the little things I had done every single day. The hard work, the struggles, the moments of doubt. They were all part of the process, and they had made me stronger. I realized that improvement isn't about reaching a finish line. It's about falling in love with the process of becoming better. So, if you're thinking about how to improve in 3 months, here's my advice. Start small, stay consistent, and be kind to yourself. Celebrate your victories, no matter how tiny they seem, and don't let setbacks stop you. Remember that every great journey begins with a single step, and with time, those steps will lead you to places you never imagined. 3 months is enough time to create something beautiful, something that will stay with you for a lifetime. And when you look back, you'll see that the person you became was worth every effort.